Today, I'm going to talk about Ignite Connections being real in a virtual world. Don't worry, it's not that complex as the topic. It may seem like I am delivering a talk, but what I would be doing is just networking and making it simple for you all. How many of you remember Aesop's fable of the lion and the mouse? You would remember the moral too. Be ready to network anytime, any place, and with anyone. Even the small and the weak may someday help those who are mightier than themselves. In the new normal world, growth leaders as storytellers are fast tracking trust and creating an emotional connection with people to build and strengthen personal and professional relationships. If we talk specifically of the digital economy, trust is its biggest currency, leveraging each other's capabilities to connect well, but most importantly, to connect with the right people. As American poet Maya Angelou famously said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. My life's journey is also about making connections with people, hearing their stories and learning from their experiences, and of course, charting my own growth story. Let me share my real life four short experience learning stories with all of you. To start with my school days, I was someone decent in studies, but was known more to have been always up for a mischief in the class, gained popularity for different reasons. And actually, same attributes are required for networking also. But that too gave me an opportunity to be a regular visitor as an audience to the principal in her office. And in one of such visits, she coached me to channelize energy better. And being a fearless kid and in discipline over a few months made me the house captain, school vice captain, and head of the prefectorial board. It was a big learning that being disciplined and being fearless, if combined, can change the path towards being positive. From there to being awarded the principal's trophy of being the best student all-rounder of the school, the first recipient of this trophy in 1989, and now the president of the Navy Children's School alumni. Still doubt some of those achievements, whether they were genuine or I learned to be better than the lot. They say that the journey of learning actually begins from our homes. So here's the second experience. I was born in a joint family. Back then, joint family were quite a thing. Things are crazy most of the time, and you learn to thrive in a chaos. Fighting for the newly launched TV to watch the favorite show, being competitive with each other while playing carom cards. We all remember these silly yet sweet moments. A joint family teaches you many aspects of life and prepares you for the outside world. Some of the most important skills were to coexist, communicate, and understand the needs of the different family members. Also, there would always be some members who would be not so engaging, but you still learn to engage with them. So I would say I was fortunate enough to gain my first lessons in right networking from my family. My short walks to the park along with my parents every evening taught me how many people were known to them as they would stand and network with almost everyone in the community. At home, sitting every night with my grandfather reading the Ramayana, where everyone in the network came together to help Lord Ram to rescue Goddess Sita, was a classic example of learning on building connections. Although these things were not so fascinating to me back then, I now realize why. I have, and I continue to learn a lot from my family, including my millennial son. Hello, Aditya. And I can see you for a change listening here patiently to your father online. Recently, when I visited him in the UK, I was proud to witness him, a young Indian lad, well networked and settled, igniting connections and leading the way in the global world. So much to learn from these millennials, oh my God, who have an answer to almost everything. Managing and working with over 80% millennials in the professional and the social community today, You need to learn to be real in their combo of real virtual world. I have started to consider myself a millennial now already. Remember that the child inside you should always be alive. Moving towards the third experience, it is often the dream of every young professional to become the CEO of a company. I also dreamt, and in the year 2000, at the age of 27, I became the youngest CEO in one of the telecom product and solutions joint venture of one of the largest tech MNC. As our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man says, with power comes great responsibility. A continuous sense of responsibility with respect to people, business, and sustained growth. Over my 2.5 decades of professional journey, I've always been blessed by professional gurus, sharing the focus on networking and strengthening the relationships and how we live and survive in the virtual but real world, igniting connections. I had the privilege of being mentored by leading professionals across verticals and horizontals. All these professional leaders have taught me to focus on three forms of networking: operational, personal, and strategic. Most managers who think they're adept at networking are often operating only at an operational or personal level. Strategic networking can only be effectively possible by the creation of inside and outside links. We learn, unlearn, and relearn maximum from our customers as we focus on enhancing their happiness index experience. And remember, the world is how we shape it. Sharing with you the fourth experience, it takes me back to the year 2010. My younger brother, who has also been my coach and is there online listening to me here today, hello couple, presented me on my birthday with two books, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma and Sai Baba's Sai Satcharitra. This started my journey towards spirituality, to discover my inner self and to also enjoy and derive the pleasure by serving others. Interestingly, most business and growth leaders are content not to speak on spirituality. I realized the importance of spiritual guru in life, and that's when Sai Baba lovingly agreed to be my guru. Over the years, I have connected with many renowned spiritual gurus. To name a few, Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, His Holiness Dalai Lama, and Mrs. and Mr. Ganesh and Preeti Kohli. I learned from them the importance of meditation. Ever since I practiced meditation, which has helped me to find the calm and happy place to exist in this world. Now today for me, building connections, sharing thoughts, meeting and interacting with new people has become just a fun hobby, which I enjoy deeply. I have over 500 plus selfies with renowned personalities from around the world. And it has been real fun to network. And I learned from each selfie moment from these virtual celebrities to many, but as I got the opportunity to be real with them. It's not just once, but some of them I met multiple times, like Big B, outside of Bollywood setup at business platforms, networking with him at FICCI and NASCOM. All credits to power of networking and building connections. With social networks, teleconferencing, and webinars, you're able to meet more people in more ways than ever before. But not all are going to help us create new possibilities. So friends, to sum up the learnings from the above four experiences, the first one, shake the world. I don't think I have been able to shake the world as I realize that the world to me is within myself. So I have been shaking myself over the last few decades and just having fun. Just connect across your own circle and strengthen your business. Second, right networking across different personalities, deepen existing relationships and make meaningful new ones. Never give up is what my young 11 years old niece living in the UK told me a few days back. Third, creation of inside and outside links. Most important is to think beyond and out of the box. Everyone has this capability. And the more you are seen in this space, people around you see your drop in the ocean of shaping the world. My friends here would vouch for. If I were not in the digital tech world, for sure I would have been a hospitality professional. Number four, Be calm and say Om Sai Ram. This is magical and powerful. A call to the divinity gives you access to the galaxy of connections, the power to move up, stretch the boundaries, and shape yourself and others' world. Remember, any spiritual guru of any religion you may follow and will experience the same energy. Your guru, in some form or the other, from your built connection of network, will send someone to help you. As closing up thoughts, let me re-emphasize the relevance of connection in today's world and share tips on being real in the virtual world. I for innovate, chat, email, video, Skype, in person, explore and find newer ways to connect with people around. G for growth, invest time in building your relationships, connections, nurture so that these connections can be further mutually leveraged. And for natural, stay true to your own self. It is okay to get influenced, but don't let it override your conscience. I for integrity. It always pays to be integral, transparent, and honest in your networks and connections. Apart from building positivity, it also helps us save our energies in sustaining lifelong bonds. T for trust. Like I said before, trust is the crucial currency of the digital economy. And in a post COVID world, it is all the most important that we develop faith in each other capabilities to accomplish common goals. E for empathy and engage. Connect with people regardless of the boundaries and limitations, religious, social, physical, or economical. Also engage with them to achieve meaningful outcomes. IGNITE, ignite. So, dear friends, respect and leverage your connections. The best relationships are where there are no expectations. And a great example is friends.